may I help you today?
Hi, my heater is broken, it's not heating. Can you guys come over tomorrow at any time and fix it?
I can help you schedule an appointment for tomorrow. Let me check our availability for you. Please hold on. Checking now. I'm sorry, but we are fully booked tomorrow. Would you like me to check availability for another day?
Yes, so let's check availability for December 17th at 9 a.m.
Checking now. On December 17th, we have availability at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. Which time would you prefer?
Let's do 10 a.m.
Great. Let's proceed with booking your appointment for December 17th at 10 a.m. Could you please provide your name?
Yes, it's John.
Thank you, John. Could you please spell your email address for me?
Yes, it's gon@mail.com.
Thank you. Could you please provide your phone number?
It's 310-721-4455.
Thank you. Lastly, could you please confirm the service type? Is it heating services
Yes,
for your
exactly.
broken heater? Please hold on. Your appointment for heating services has been scheduled for December 17th at 10 a.m. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yes, I need help. I would like to know more about your company specifically. Tell me about service areas.
We service all of Maricopa County, including Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Glendale, and Peoria. If you're located outside this area, please call for availability. Is there anything else you need help with?
Yes, I need more information. 1 second, let me take a look.
Sure, take your time. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Who is your operations manager?
Our operations manager is Jennifer Rodriguez. She oversees business management, customer relations, scheduling, billing, and customer satisfaction.
Alright, you know what?
Is there anything else?
I'm satisfied. I don't have any more questions for you, and good luck. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, that was a demo, and all the information was downloaded to CRM, HubSpot, and we also got call summary. As you can see, December 17th appointment at 10 a.m. That's like a summary of the call, right? And here's the email that I told him, and here's the phone number, and that's the name of the person. And that agent also had a knowledge base, as you can see, right? He was able to answer the questions exactly. Okay, how missed calls can impact different industries, right? As you can see, here are some industries. They have average call value, right? For example, for home service industry, it's 300, 400, right? Monthly, you can lose like 15,000, 20,000. For hotels, right? 400, 550. And here you can see how much you can lose monthly. That agent I just show you reduce or eliminate those bleeding spots in your business. Agent was able also forward calls, send emails. I didn't show you, but agent sent a summary of the conversation to my email. I would like to show you how you can achieve same results or even better if you will play with the prompt a little bit more than I did. So that's the software that I'm using, Vapi. I'll start from Vapi. What I did, first of all, you will need to create an assistant. My assistant called Riley, right? You can call it whatever you want. First thing you'll probably do, you'll choose a model provider, right? In my case, it's OpenAI. You can choose many different models. You will need to play with them as well, because each model have a different cost, right? And different latency as well. So next field is first message mode, right? What does it do? As you saw, when assistant called me, assistant started speak first, and then I answered. But maybe you don't want it, right? For your business, you can do assistant waits till user will say something. And here you can see system prompt. That's probably the most important thing for voice agents. You'll need to play with it all the time. Voice agents have weak spots that you'll have to work on and reduce amount of hallucinations that might happen. And how you can deal with hallucinations is you can try choosing different models, or you can adjust the prompt, and the better your prompt, the less hallucination you will have. So what do we have here in our prompt, right? Here we have identity. Basically we're telling the voice AI agent who it is, right? Alex, helpful assistant for HVAC company. We're telling our agent its goal to answer questions about our services and help customers schedule appointment. This is what we did. And time this is very important, because agent don't know what current time is. We'll need to tell it, like what time zone we're at and what's the current time. Otherwise it's gonna give you some random time. For example, we can try it right now. If I will delete that stuff right now, and I will call the agent, and I'll click update, I'll click publish, and I'll call the agent and ask about like availability, right? You'll see what it's gonna tell. It should tell like completely wrong time. Let's call it.
What can I help you say?
Okay, my schedule, can you give me availability for tomorrow? Do you have any availability for tomorrow at all?
Sure, I can check the availability for tomorrow. Let me do that for you now. Checking now. We have availability tomorrow, October 6th at 8 a.m. Would you like to book this time?
You said what day? October 6th?
Yes, tomorrow is October 6th. We have availability starting at 8 a.m. Would you like to book that time?
No, thanks, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, agent also have a end call function. You can hang up by itself when I say bye. So as you saw just right now, I deleted information about what time right now, and it gave us like October 6th. It's completely wrong time. So let's put it back. I think it was here. So the time really important, and agent have information about our business as well, right? Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you ask the agent, hey, I need to book an appointment on Saturday or Sunday, it's not gonna do that. You are instructing the agent, right? How to act. Different rules. Also, for that agent, I added a knowledge base. For example, you have a company with, and you have some documentation. Most of the time, you will need to add that documentation, right? In our case, you can do that by clicking more and to files. So here you can see different files. That's for different agents, but for that agent, we added the knowledge base. So here's the knowledge base that I was able to add. So agent, as I show you in demo, agent was able to answer basically any information that I asked him. As you can see, it's like 16 pages. If you're gonna have like 1,000 pages, 2,000 pages, whatever, if you're going to have a big database for your company, that a Vapi database most likely is not gonna work. You will need to build that database on the back end in n8n. Right, let's come back to the prompt. So basically, we're given identity, service scope, right? What service? We are given the information about service, what we can provide for our users, people who are calling. Rules, different type of rules. We also tell the agent what type of tools it can use. In our case, it was using only two tools. It was Google Calendar Check Availability tool and Google Calendar tool for booking appointments. We also had the rules for call transferring, right? I didn't show it on the video, but I included that option. So whenever somebody call and when somebody will tell you like gas smell, carbon monoxide alarm, smoke, sparks, just transfer the call to the real human. For your business it might be whatever you want, that's just an example. And so the agent had 2 tools. You can have more tools, you can add more tools. There are many tools you can use. Again, it's gonna be adjusted for your specific business. And here's the important part, right? All tools in inputs must use ISO 8601 datetime format, because Vapi and Google tools are both operating in that specific format. That's the format you can see, ISO 86001. That's the format. And we're also showing our time offset, right? In my case it's Los Angeles. It's like 8 hours different with UTC, Zulu time. That's the important part. Agent need to know that. As I showed you before, right? We send data to our CRM, and we send an email as well to us. I send an email to myself, right? And in order to do that, we needed a structured output from our agent with some variables, with the name, email, phone number, service type, appointment, date, time. So all that information we asked our agent, hey, give us that information as an output. Send that information to our automation platform, to n8n. And this is what agent did. So we were able to get these fields from our webhook and work with those fields. So we were able to send information to HubSpot and send a call summary to our email. That's basically a system prompt right here. And what we have down here, also whenever you will download the database, if you are gonna use that function, right, you'll have to include that database, knowledge base into files tab, so the agent can actually fetch some data from it. Otherwise it's not gonna see that in knowledge base. And max tokens, as you can see, I left it as this. This is max number of tokens that the system will be allowed to generate in each turn of the conversation. So if you feel like your agent talk too much, right, you can reduce that amount. And for temperature, also you can read here, temperature is used to control the randomness of the output. So again, depending on what type of business you are doing, right, you might reduce that or increase that, but in my case it's 0.4. And here for voice configuration, I like use 11 Labs. I think 11 Labs have a best voices. You can clone your voice as well in 11 Labs and then connect 11 Labs with Vapi, so you can use your voice. And for additional configuration, I chose Office. I'm not sure if you heard that on the background, people on the background, like somebody clicking on the keyboard. And for the tools, I'll show you the tools. Go to tools right now. That's a really important part. So if you want your agent be able to, I chose the Google Calendar, create event or check availability, and you can rename it. You can name it whatever you want, but whatever name you will have here, the same name you'll have to mention in your system prompt. Otherwise, agent will not be able to find the tool. And for the description, I used the information, right? I basically reminded in the tool that our business hours, our time zone, America, Los Angeles, and only book appointments that start at and end within business hours only, right? And I also mentioned all appointments are 1 hour long. I put time zone here as well. And same thing I did for basically same thing for check availability. I also explained business hours, consider and offer slots within business hours only, and also that time format ISO 8601, time zone offset, and convert UTC results into America, Los Angeles before replying to us, right? Kind of the same thing here. So that's all for these tools. But before if you will use the same tools for checking availability and book appointment and native Vapi tools, you'll need to click to more and click integrations before you create those tools. And you'll need to scroll down. As you can see, there are many integrations. 11 Labs, right? Like I told you, we can use 11 Labs voice. You'll need to provide just API key, you see. And yeah, for Google Calendar tools, you'll need to, and then you'll need to find it, click on it, and then here you'll see like connect or integrate. In my case, it's already connected, right? So that's all for tools that I was using for that specific agent, for Rally agent. Only 2 tools. Let's come back, and once you create those tools, you will need to add those tools. You'll need to find that tab, tools, and you'll need to find these specific tools. I have many tools here, but you'll need to find them so the agent will be able to use them. Right here, predefined functions, what I did, as you saw before, when I called the agent and I told him I don't need help with anything else, I said bye, and he said bye, and he just hung up. That's the function, enable and call function, so I turned it on. That function is turned on. And also for forwarding phone number, I put that number, so whenever I tell the agent, hey, like I have some emergency situation, like gas smell, right, in my system prompt, whatever you will put in that system prompt, you will tell that, and agent will just transfer the call to whatever number you will put here. Custom functions, I didn't touch it. Summary, I left it as is. And here for structured data, basically how I was able to send data to HubSpot, right? And how I was able to send email to myself, right? As you can see, we sent all these fields, all these variables, how we were able to get those separate values. And this is what we did. We went to structured data tab, right? And we typed that based on the conversation. Please extract the phone number, as you can see, variable here, phone number, service type, email, and name. And service type, for service type I forgot to include the column in HubSpot, and I didn't include I didn't include service type. You'll need to, it's simple to create that column and just connect it on n8n side right here. All you'll need to do. So whatever variables you will want your Vapi agent send to n8n, you will have to mention them here, and you will have to mention them in the description. But how do we know, right? How Vapi actually know where to send these specific variables to? In order to know that, we'll need to scroll down, and once you find a messaging, you'll see server URL. This is what you will need to use if you will want to create something similar like I did, right? So this is basically the link, right? That's the URL from our webhook on n8n site. This is webhook, right? And that's the webhook that you will need. That's the URL that you will need to copy like that, like I did, and paste it into server URL. This is going to be a server URL where you will send call summary and where you will send these following variables. So you will able to work and do whatever you want with them. So you'll need to put that webhook link into here. And for client messages, I didn't touch anything right here. And as you can see, server messages. I also how I was able to send a summary of the call, right? I just chose that option, and it says, as you can see, end of call, end of call report, right? That's how we were able to see our summary of the call on n8n site, and that's how we send our summary to our HubSpot then, right? Here's our summary. Yes, and yeah, as you can see, it kind of tell for itself. These are the messages that will be sent to the server URL configured. That's our server URL, our webhook, right? From n8n site. So, and I didn't do anything else. And that's basically all I did for the Vapi agent on the Vapi side. And that's basically all I did for the Vapi agent on the Vapi side. Let's go to n8n. Let's see what's going on n8n side, right? So on n8n, this is our webhook, right? This is our server URL where we were able to send, like I said, all those valuable fields for us. That's the you see what we sent, our variable structured data. Right here you see structured data, and that's the exact fields that we sent. Here we go. And then we just extracted those. So we extracted our desired variables to get rid of that mess from the webhook. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff here. And then, as you can see, we used send an email node, right? We send an email to us, to that specific email, with the subject line, right? I just wrote lead. You can do whatever you want here. You can do dynamic variable, email type text, and for the message it's gonna be dynamic variable, right? Our summary. And another branch went to HubSpot CRM, right? Node with operation create or update, right? Because our goal is to put the information into CRM and update the object if it already exists. And here you can see you can add as many fields as you want. I used those fields and then I just dragged those dynamic variables into here, and this is what we got. Many things can change here for your needs. Whatever software, whatever CRM you're using for your business, that stuff can be also changed, because n8n have many different nodes, and even if you cannot find specific nodes, whatever software you are using, right? If you cannot find a specific node, you can always do HTTP request to your CRM, to your software, and connect n8n in our case to your software. Yeah, that's like a basic example. I hope it was useful. Thanks so much and good luck. Thank you.